You're watching the Dallas Cowboys Report. It is presented today by Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping on all their incredible men's grooming products when you use promo code Cowboys at manscaped.com. Now, today's showing by Dallas, in the end, is a win. And that should matter at least a little bit to get the W. That counts. The way they got the W, I think I speak for many of you in the comments, doesn't really make you feel a whole lot better about the Cowboys offense. And the offense was not good today. You turned it over twice on one horrible throw, one horrible decision by Dak Prescott. The ground game is still not really operating all that well, 3.5 yards per carry. It's not what you're searching for right there. The third down, fourth down offense was a little bit better this week, but you scored 27 in a game where, honestly, you should have scored 47. Maybe in the first half in and of itself. The entire Cowboys offense right now, from the quarterback to the play caller to the chemistry with the receivers and quarterback to some of the receivers' hands to the blocking, it's broken right now. And that is a real red flag. Because the way your defense played, you should have won by more than 7. Remember, the Cowboys offense gave the football team 7 points on a pick 6. And then the Cowboys defense got them an additional 7 on their own strip sack and fumble recovery. 4 takeaways by the Cowboys defense today. You got to do better. The offense, to be clear and to be blunt, nearly killed you. The game in the second half, what we saw in the first half, not similar. The Cowboys offense got scared for much of the game. They tried to run, then throw it one time. It was bad. It was a poor showing, full stop, despite what the win says, by the Cowboys offense. It is a very real concern. Not to win the division. You're going to win the division, I think. But to make an actual run, to do the stuff that matters, offense has to get right. So how are you feeling right now about the Cowboys? Use a scale of 1 to 100. 1 being you don't feel good at all. You are panicked. You think this team is actually just a garbage football team. 100 being this team is going to the Super Bowl. It is somewhere in the middle, and I'm curious what you guys have to say. 1 to 100. The big injury note coming out of this game is on Tyron Smith. Now, we filmed this here before the Mike McCarthy post-game press conference, but I will say that Tyron Smith left the game with an ankle injury and did not return to action. Now, he's at that same ankle he injured earlier on this year. Connor McGovern rolled up on him on a play. Smith hobbled off to the sidelines. He was smiling post-game, but was also limping a little bit after the game as well. So that is a red flag for Dallas. It could once again require some offensive line shuffling. Now, I will make note, which was interesting in terms of the replacement. It was not Terrence Steele. Nsekhe checked in the game at left tackle. I'll have to go back and watch, but I thought was serviceable in terms of how they fared in that matchup. But Terrence Steele checked in at right tackle only after La'el Collins was ejected for the game for defending Dak after I don't think late hit, but whatever. So are you worried right now about Tyron Smith? Be honest with me in the comment section. Type in Y for yes you are, or type in N for no, you are not. Before we get too negative in terms of this game, I think you got to give credit to the probably player of the game once again. How about Micah Parsons? He continues to look like a contender, not just the outright favorite for Defensive Rookie of the Year, if not just Rookie of the Year. Defensive player, if he keeps up that level of performance. 3 tackles, a strip sack that led to a touchdown for Dallas, and 2 more sacks in this one. Now look, Defensive Player of the Year is a very heavily focused, stat-based award that does tend to make it difficult to win the award if you are not, say, the sack leader, which Micah Parsons is not right now. I would not be surprised in the end, if that award ends up going to Myles Garrett, another sack and a defensive touchdown today, but when you're discussing the Defensive Player of the Year candidates, you have to put Micah Parsons in that award, or else you are doing it wrong. He is making, as crazy as this is, a Defensive Player of the Year push as a rookie. So what do you think? Should Parsons win Defensive Player of the Year? 1 for he should finish first, or type in 2 for second at best. As mentioned, today's show is powered by Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping on all of the incredible men's grooming products at Manscaped when you go to manscaped.com and you use promo code Cowboys. 20% off and free shipping, the #1 men's grooming products out there. That link, my friends, will be in both the comment section and in the description. If you want a close shave that won't give you heart palpitations like the Cowboys did today, use Manscaped instead. Promo code Cowboys at manscaped.com. Let's talk about Dak Prescott right now. Back-to-back weeks. In the second half in particular, he has been bad. The Cowboys offense as a whole, as we'll get into, is a problem right now. But your quarterback hasn't played very well. That is the reality of the situation. He made some nice throws, had some big plays negated by penalties or whatever, made some nice deep passes. The flashes of what we know Dak can do are there. But those 2 interceptions are some of the absolute worst I've seen Dak Prescott throw, and there is no excusing them. I know, Lamb stopped his route or Schultz stopped his route. The ball went right to the defender. You overshoot CeeDee Lamb. You, I guess, just don't see Cole Holcomb and allow Washington to hang around. Look, Dak is a big reason why this Cowboys team can have success on offense, but he's got to play better than what he did this week. So grade Dak against Washington. This was by far his worst game in history against the football team and their old name. So grade it for me. A, B, C, D, or F. Get those grades. Be mean if you want. It's post-game. You can be reactionary if you want in the comment section. Feels like a C at absolute best game for Dak. Probably more of a D. The offense has to get right. And I want to make this point clear, too. It's not just Dak. Now, Dak deserves blame, but it's not like you replace Dak and the offense is fixed. The O-line is not playing that great. The receivers and Dak are not on the same page communication-wise. They're not getting as open as they were earlier this year. The play calling is bad. Why do you keep running third down screens? Stop it. They don't work. The offense had their second best drive of the day that was in the end killed by a penalty and a drop as well on that 2-minute drive. Dak looked in control of the offense. But after the second half, punt, field goal, punt, pick six, punt, end of game. Your longest drive in the second half, guys, is 43 yards. It was the opening drive that got kind of killed because you had a couple drops on second and third down. Get it right. It's not just one player or one coach, but it is a very real problem in the games that are going to matter. Now, Dallas did beat Washington. They covered the spread. That's nice and all. We did not, however, double up the Washington football team YouTube channel subscribers, which makes me sad. We can get there maybe in time for the next game. If you want free videos on the Dallas Cowboys every single day, hit that big red button and sub. Let's talk Zeke Elliott now. Clearly still not right. I thought he looked a little bit better, but Dallas, as part of their very conservative second half offense, didn't really use Zeke at all in that second half until the football team was back in it. I think Zeke's usage was indicative of how the Cowboys felt about that game. He had 6 targets in the first half. I believe they all came in the first half. And then they didn't use him at all because he's not right. And they had to lean on Corey Clement, who was 13 of 44. So 1 more carry, 1 fewer yard. Ground game's not good. It's still not good, despite what the total yards tell you, 3.5 yards per carry, it's not it. Amari Cooper was, I thought, solid in this one. 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Gallup had himself some drops. Those have to get figured out. But I want to know from you guys right now, who was the Cowboys MVP in this game? I think it's got to be on the defensive side of the ball, or maybe Taylor Heineke. Get those votes in. Assign an MVP for Dallas. CeeDee Lamb got some good usage today. 7 catches, 61 yards. No touchdowns, but also had 2 nice carries for 15 yards. I would like to see a little bit more of Lamb in that Deebo Samuel type of role. I think it works pretty damn well. The defensive line, by the way, for Dallas, incredible. 5 total sacks. We'll go player by player beyond here, just of Micah Parsons. How about the return of Neville Gallimore? I thought he was incredible. A lot of pressure, 2 tackles, a sack, a TFL. He played great in this game. His presence was known out there. The defense overall, I thought, was incredible in this game. I want to verbally mention Randy Gregory as well here real quick. The sack and the game-icing forced fumble, that still not sure if that was really a forced fumble, but whatever. We'll call it one in the end. The Cowboys defense showed out today. My goal entering the year was, hey, can you make the Cowboys defense a top 15 unit? That was my hopeful, realistic goal. They have blown by that. They are playing like a top 10, if not top 5 defense this year. Hats off to them. So I want you guys in the comments section right now to rank this Cowboys defense this season. Anthony Brown almost had himself one hell of a day. 2 dropped interceptions. Jordan Lewis almost pulled one down. I think Jerron Kearse almost had one as well. The Cowboys had 8 pass breakups and 5 sacks on the football team's 34 dropbacks. Just incredible. I do want to shout out, by the way, Dorrance Armstrong. He played pretty well. The fumble recovery touchdown. Always nice to see. And the stat sheet might not show it quite as heavily, but DeMarcus Lawrence had 2 tackles, a sack, and 2 TFLs in this game. He was impactful. That Cowboys front 4, when you go with your pressure package of Lawrence, Parsons, Gallimore, or Osa, and Gregory, it's so good up front.